Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're going to be using this sketch here I got from Pinterest. Now, if this is your first time joining me, please consider hitting the subscribe button, the bell next to it, which will alert you whenever I upload new content. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would do that. Now you can pause here, get your measurements, cut your papers, and come join me at the table. So for this particular card, it's going to be a sideways open card. I usually use it as like a top fold, but since this one is horizontal, I'm just turning it on its side. So I'm already working on the base, adding the glue right now to our 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of paper, and I'm attaching it to a mat that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're going to go ahead and get that secured because we're going to be putting, instead of using like a piece of paper or the peel offs, I'm actually going to use, I had some paper that almost, it looks like burlap. It's very textured, but it's nice and smooth and flat on the other side. So I cut it down to a 1/2 inch, and we're going to go ahead and roll the tape runner on the back and then use some of the glitter glue to help with the adhesion. And then we're going to center it right here on the front of the card. And that wet glue will give us just a little bit of time to kind of get it kind of moved and in place where we want it. And any pieces of hairs that are straggling, I'm just cutting those off. And now we're going to tape up the back side of our focal piece. And I am going to take a little bit of double-sided tape to put on the back where the what is that? Why did I lose the word? Burlap. We'll call it burlap. Is coming around to complete the ends. And I'm just trying to make sure to press it down, and then that way I can peel up the backing on our double-sided tape. Now I'm going to grab the art glitter glue, and once again, we're going to get this hooked up. Boom, 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 and then we'll add it to the card front. Now this one, because I am using the heavier decorative piece with the like burlap fabric that I was using, I want to say, yeah, on the inside of the card, I am going to wind up having to put another piece of paper because it is a lot heavier on the front. So just keep that in mind too. Of course, I go to add mine much later, but I do wind up putting it in there. Okay, now for the center pattern paper. Now with this one that I did, even with the first one that I did off camera, I used a 3-inch punch. So the circle is a little bit bigger than what they're suggesting on the actual sketch itself. And I was hoping I would, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't even think right now. I was going to use a smaller circle, but I went with the 3-inch because it's close to me and I'm able to just grab it. And I figured it wasn't that much bigger that it would be okay. And you'll see, it kind of works itself out. Okay, now we're just putting foam tape on the back side of the pattern paper that we just put on our mat. And I do it that way, putting the extra pieces on the back side of the sentiment. Because where the burlap is, we're going to put that in the center of the foam pieces that I got right there. And I'm just adding a little bit of glue onto the foam because, like I said, when it comes to foam, it's nice to be able to have that ability to kind of move something around if you need it to, just to make sure everything was in the correct position. And then I just press down. Now we're going to put some tape on the back of the circle, the 3-inch circle we cut. And that would probably be my only thing. Like, I wish they would do double-sided papers on their 6x8s. Because then instead of using the butterfly, like, I could have used the opposite side and had maybe a different pattern. You know, keep things interesting and change it up. But this is how Cocoa Vanilla does it. So these are not double-sided papers. If I haven't said that already, I wanted to make sure you know. And then I'm just going to add the thankful right there in the bottom right. Now, I got that off of one of the cut apart sheets. Thankfully, I had 2 sheets, so I could just cut the thankful out of each of them, and I had my sentiments for this card. On the first card I did, I used the green, and because I don't have much green showing on this circle, I decided that the blue was the better way to go. Lay it down, tap, 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 and it helps flatten and make those look more like enamel dots. So there's that, and then there's the green version. I got it a little close up there in the top corner, but it's okay. They're handmade cards. That's what makes them special and unique. So sorry, you guys. I don't know. I lost my train of thought there in the middle. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for staying with me and making it. And here come the close-ups. So once again, I'll just say thank you for joining me. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. I definitely read them and try to comment to everybody who leaves a message. So thanks you guys so much, and I hope you have a great weekend.